Hi everybody, I'm Frank O'Brien and welcome to robertfranciswine.ie. And today in the 42nd, I think, of my video blogs, wow, 42 already, I'm doing an April Fool's Day special, so I hope everybody takes this in the spirit that it's meant, and I'm going to review possibly Galway's most popular wine for an April Fool's Day special. So we'll leave it at that. As you can see, I have it here in its natural habitat, which is a paper bag. It's probably not a mistake to say that it's probably the first wine I ever tasted. Whether it is a wine or not, apparently it is. They insist on calling it one. Yeah, paper bag, and it's the regular drink of Galway students and pretty much the vast majority of students nationwide. It goes by several pseudonyms: a bottle of B, Bucky, Buck Muck. They get a bit more tasty after that, but we're here today for April Fool's Day to review Buckfast Tonic Wine. Now, all serious wine followers of robertfranciswine.ie, please come back again soon, because normal service will be resumed with my videos from next week, but I just had to do this for April Fool's Day for a bit of fun. So it's debatable as to whether Buckfast was a visionary in that it's under screw cap. Doesn't look like a regular Stelvin, and the other thing that's quite interesting is actually it's 70 cls rather than 75, so it's slightly smaller than your average bottle of wine. The other thing that I couldn't get over, and I'm probably going to show my age a little bit here, is it's now 11 euros a bottle. When did that happen? When I used to drink it at college, it was under a fiver. So I have a feeling that some of the local off licenses, and I actually I didn't get this in the first place that I looked for it. I did get it in Harvest, but they may be taking a bit of the mickey with the old pricing on that. But anyway, 11 euros. I also have my Riedel glasses here, so this could be an internet first that we have Buckfast in a Riedel glass. I don't know, but I think it might be. I obviously at no point am I encouraging abusive drinking or any of that that is attributed to Buckfast. So I did a little bit of research on Buckfast. We'll just pour a little bit into the glass here. I'm not again sure if I've ever actually, oh my god, if I have ever seen it in a glass, having normally drank it straight out of the bottle. Gee, just looks just like Coke. Did a little bit of research on Buckfast. It's in the Buckfast Abbey in Devon in England, and it was brought, the recipe was brought there in the 1880s by a French monk, is my understanding. It says on the back here, Buckfast Tonic Wine, which is wholesome and very pleasant to the palate, so we shall see whether that is true. Also, there used to be a barcode on the side here, because there used to be an urban legend that said that there was a barcode and then there was a gap and then there was a number of 1 through 10. And the higher up the number, closer to 10, the sweeter the bottle of Buckfast that you were going to have, rather than a slightly more bitter one. Get that out of the way. So, with my wine reputation now in shatters, what reputation says a lot, we're going to get straight into this. And the colour wise, as you can see, it's it's like cola. Any form of cola. It's brown, like slightly weak coffee. It smells different to what I remember, but there's always a medicinal kick with Buckfast, whether it's from like a bio-vital medicinal thing. I always remembered it being much more benylin cough syrup, but this doesn't smell so much on the cough syrup side of things. Yeah, and there's a distinct throat lozenge taste in the background there, so like a fisherman's friend. But it smells nothing like a regular wine. I mean, it says that it's a wine, but you know, there's nothing that you would suggest that it smells anything like a wine. My understanding is it's about £5 in the UK, so 11 euros and £5 is quite an exchange difference. I'm sure there's a business there for someone if they wanted to start importing it. I think it's brought in through grants, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it's probably one of their better shifting items, but they probably wouldn't want to admit that. Okay, so it's mostly medicinal stuff that we're getting here. Cough syrup, a bit of Fisherman's Friends lozenges, and there's a little bit of like a cola bottle, sugary cola bottle thing in the background. Now, as another thing, as part of this video, what I actually wanted to do just before I tasted this, because obviously food and wine is a big thing with wine. So what I wanted to do was, I thought for a bit of fun on April Fool's Day, that anyone who watches this video could email Niall Harbison from Look and Taste, and that we could ask Niall for a recipe for Buckfast, to see if Niall's creative genius could bring together some sort of a concoction. And a pot noodle won't do, Niall, okay? You know, something that could be served with Buckfast. I know it's probably normally drank without food, but we could certainly give it a go and see. So I will put up Niall's email address here. And we're back, and if anybody who sees this could email Niall with the subject line, recipe for bottle of Buckfast, and just type something in the subject line, "Hi Niall, could you please post a recipe for a bottle of Buckfast?" Right, here we go. Yeah, this has a syrupy golden syrup sweetness to it. It has a distinct cola bottle and chocolate flavour, but it's milk chocolate. It's not dark chocolate like you get in a nice fancy wine that you've even seen me review in some other wines recently. This is distinct milk chocolate. It tastes like somebody put cola bottles with an arrow and some golden syrup, and then piled some cough syrup on top of that, and then made you blitz it and drink it. It really is. I feel like I've actually eaten a bunch of Smarties. It is that sugary chocolate flavour. Really is just, you know, it is what it is, and at 11 euros it obviously works for a lot of people, having had it before in the past on regular occasions. But, you know, bit of fun for April Fool's Day. Points wise, you can't score this. This thing is an icon on its own. It stands totally on its own. And probably sells more than the vast majority of wines in Ireland today. Okay, so that was it for my April Fool's Day special. Please send Niall the email, and normal service will be resumed next week again. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.